Dear students, welcome to the lesson Air and Water Essential for Life. So far we have discussed about air. Am I right? Well, today we are going to see about water. You know, water is very important for us. Like air, it is also essential for our life. Not only for us, plants and animals also need water to live. Okay. Sources of water and uses of water you know very well. You have learnt in lower classes. Now we can see about what are the impurities in waters. The substances which make the water to unfit for usage. The substance that make the water unfit for use is called impurities. We cannot drink water from river or lake and pond. Am I right? Because they are not pure for drinking. For drinking, we are getting from our well, our bore wells. Am I correct? Yes. Then these impurities are two types. One is soluble impurities and another one is insoluble impurities. Some will be dissolved in it already and some are not dissolved in it. So how can we separate these both type of impurities? Let us see now. For example, insoluble impurities means you can understand easily they will not dissolve in water. Maybe their size will be very big also. So easily we can separate it. So there are three methods to separate insoluble impurities from water. The first one is sedimentation. Next one is decantation. Then filtration. What is sedimentation? Okay. During rainy season, you could have seen the water will be muddy. So what your mother does it to water? If we keep water for some time without any disturbance, the sand and soil will settle down and on the top of container we can get pure water. Is it? Am I right? Yes. This process is none other than sedimentation. Here I have taken some water in a glass and I added soil to it. Are you able to see it is not dissolved? It is also impurities. Am I right? Okay. It is settled down. Now, the impurities what settled down is called sediments. That is called sediment. That means the layer of impurities or impurities present is called sediment. Now this process is called sedimentation. Okay. Now what can I do the next process? I can decant. That means I can pour the water. Now only clean water will be transferred. Am I right? Yes. The sediment will be there in the container. So this process is called decantation. Okay. Or another method, filtration process also we can use by using filter paper or strainer. If we pour water into this strainer, the clean water will go down. It is called filtrate. Now the impurities alone will be in the strainer. That is called residue. Okay, it is called residue. The filtrate will be clean. After pouring the water, the top layer of water, passing through a strainer, we will get clean water. The another name is filtrate. The waste which is settled down in the strainer is called residue. And this process is called filtration. Okay. With these three methods, we can separate insoluble impurities from water. Okay, what about soluble impurities? Many methods are there. First one is boiling. Okay. Why do we boil water before drinking? Or otherwise you are having some other electronic goods in your home like RO, AquaGuard, like that. Why? When we boil water for some time, at least for 10 minutes, depending upon the amount of water, the germs present in water will be killed by boiling. That process is called boiling. Okay? The next evaporation or boiling, both are same. Next one is distillation. Here also, the water is heated in a flask. When it is heated continuously, at a certain stage, the liquid form of water will be changed into steam. It is allowed to pass through a condenser. What is condenser means? The cool water is passing through the tube. So what will happen to the steam? Due to coolness, steam will change into water. Then pure water will be collected in another container. The impurities alone will be remain in the flask. Okay, this process is called distillation. The water get from this process is very pure one. Only water will be there. No other salt, nothing will be in that one. So this water only we are using for the battery, car battery. Have you seen? Distilled water. That is this water. Or in the laboratory for doing some experiment for preparation of some chemicals, they are using this water because it is the purest form of water. And for drinking water, we are using some other one I have told you. One is boiling and another one is chlorination. You could have seen in big cities, they are adding chlorine tablets into water. Why? Because it will kill germs in the water. This process is called chlorination. It will, in the water, after adding chlorine tablets, it will have some smells. Have you seen it? Have you smelled also? Yes, good. The next one, as I told you, AquaGuard or RO or many other water purifiers are maybe in your home. They are also used to kill the germs and make the water to fit for drinking. Hope you understood today's topic. The first one is impurities. Two types, insoluble and soluble. And insoluble, how can be separated, and soluble impurities, how it can be separated. Now we discussed. Hope you understood. In the case of evaporation and distillation, due to heat, water changes into water vapor, the remaining impurities are settled down. So that method is used in soluble impurities. Dear ones, hope you understood today's topic. With this lesson is over.